It was good. It was good. You know, obviously we was fighting for a career tonight. So the main thing was about getting the win, man. It was good. It was good.
Is there an argument you made hard work of that?
Hmm?
Is there an argument that you made that?
I've been smoking crack, bro.
I'm asking a question.
No, I'm asking you because have you been smoking crack?
No, I haven't.
You're moving mad cooking, man. You need to relax, man. What have I made hard work of that? Tell me.
Life and death.
How close did you think that fight was?
Super close.
Close, man. Fight wasn't close. Fight wasn't close. It's judges. That's the thing. When it goes to points, it's all as judges, isn't it? It's judges. Some just like boxing, some just like slugging, you know. But listen, I'm trying to get this. I was fighting for my career tonight. Maybe it was the W. I could have gone out and slug and done 50-50 trade-off. But what's the point when I can pick him up? You know.
Eddie, can you just jump in?
50 trade-off. But what's the point when I can pick him up? I could have gone out and slug and done 50-50 trade-off. But what's the point when I can pick him up?
What's the point when I can pick him apart? If that was picking apart, I don't know what a 50-50. It wasn't even a 50-50 life and death. It was a 50-50 ball fest, a 50-50 sparring session fest. That's what it was. Anyway, before we carry on the roast, big shout out to my doggy, Jan Gollop, for coming through and boosting the coin up. Much coin needed, 100%. So we just heard there from your mans. Bummillion, shite, earning his namesake, big buff burly bulbous dude, going 50-50 with Jermaine. I did a video before the fight, and I told everyone this was not a 10-1 favourite. As it happened, Jermaine Franklin, really, he's got no one to blame but himself why he lost. You can't come to the UK and think that putting in a 50-50 performance is going to get you the W. You can't. It's just not going to happen. Franklin didn't have the oomph. That said, when that Dillian Whyte's performance for a 10-1 favourite was shameful. I'd feel embarrassed. How can you be a 10-1 favourite and you're in there? The commentator said it looked like a sparring session. It did. There was no. That's the problem with these guys today. I've got a clip later on. Dillian Whyte starts saying, "Oh, money, money." In fact, you know what? Let's go to that right now because it sums it up for me. Despicable. Watch, peek this.
Here and there, but fucking hell.
Is the truth.
You know, that's what he said.
Yeah, but you know, we'll speak to it was a great fight tonight. That's it. Look,
exactly. He's the tosser did the other day. Come on the light. This wasn't even real.
Because he's a little bit arrogant.
Yeah, he's proper arrogant.
Yeah.
Proper arrogant.
Cheers, mate.
No, look at him. Look, man's good. They're nice. So what size are you? I'm asking Jenkins. What size are you? 11.
If you can. Cheers for that.
Oh, nice though. Expensive though. Fucking hell.
You know how much money you got? Fucking hell. I want to fight February, March. I don't want to wait around. So
then obviously Dillian won't. But the summer, why not? Absolutely.
I want to fight early next year as well. I want to fight February.
Wembley's a sellout, you know.
Stadium fight, though, isn't
I
it?
think it's me. Of course, it's a big stadium fight. Sells out the rest now.
Money, 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 money.
Eddie, you promised Franklin the fight if he'd beaten Dillian. So what's the crack now with him fighting Joshua?
I want to make that fight. You know, I think we'll speak to Dillian and the team. You know, he'll have a rest now.
Money, 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 money.
See what I have to deal with? You know what I mean? They always
Big stadium fight, though, isn't
I
it?
think it's me. Of course, it's a big stadium fight. Sells out Wembley. Look, money, money, money everywhere. Look.
Come from behind and win, so I'm just saying, look, why are you thumping my fist so hard? Josh is in a confused place at the minute, man. You know, hopefully he gets his shit together.
Eddie, you promised Franklin the fight if he'd beaten Dillian. So what's the crack now with him fighting Joshua?
I want to make that fight. You know, I think we'll speak to Dillian and the team. You know, he'll have a rest now.
Money, 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 money.
See what?
So the point is, Dillian mentions the AJ fight. Listen, Dillian. Never mind AJ. Never mind money, 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 money. How about that fight sucked against Franklin? Franklin, he alright. He sums up the kind of caliber dudes that are knocking around these days. He alright about money. But that's what these guys see you as. These guys don't see the people who pay. How much was the pay-per-view? Was it like $25 or something? You got Fury versus Chisora, £27. The fuck? I remember back in the day, we used to laugh at the Americans paying $60. We're now paying. Listen, when people were paying $60, $80 for a peak top flight, we're paying $40 for a bum fight. Do you know what I'm saying? The joke's on us. If anything, actually, American prices have been going down. There's a few $70 ones, a few $60. At the peak of it, I'm sure Floyd was $100, $99.95. So American ones are coming down and UK ones are going up, and the quality is trash. Let's be real now. The undercard was Fabio Wardley. He was the best one on there in terms of turning up. Guess what? Fabio got punched in his mouth and he come back swinging. Where was that? To be honest, from both of them. From both of the bulbous, useless, having-ass nicks. Dillian the same. Dillian got thumped. I didn't really see much from him. Franklin, the guy who was talking about, oh man, you know, he won't be mumbling. And that's cool. I'm all for the chat, yeah, but when the fight was on, you had 12 rounds to show us how he wasn't going to be mumbling. I didn't see that one. I didn't see it. Franklin after the fight, talking about, oh, I probably could have pushed some more. What the fuck? I'm actually sick of hearing that as well. I'm sick to death, yeah, of dudes losing fights. It was like Craig Richards. I think Craig Richards could have beat Boazzi after the fight. Oh, you know, I probably could have pushed on. What the fuck? What's the point? It's no good telling us that now. What's the point? You know, I could have... Since when do you lose a fight? Or since when are you involved in a close fight and think to yourself, I could probably push on, but I won't do? Who does that? But these new age guys, man. These new age guys. It's all about money, 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 money. It's not about delivering value. It's not about legacy. It's not about greatness. It's about getting coins in their pocket and doing as bare minimum as possible. That Franklin performance, really from both men. Franklin didn't approach that fight like he was a young, hungry bull. To be quite frank, Franklin fought like he was the A-side. Just kind of stunting. I ain't gonna lie, his performance was solid, but it wasn't there's a new era around. Who here... There's been quite a few people telling me RYB Franklin won. He may have won. The point was, anyone who tells you that Franklin turned up and showed everyone he's here to stay, that's a lie. Franklin went in there and went through the motions. And he himself said he could have done more. So he's even admitting. What good's that? What good's it telling us you could have done more now? Fuck, useless. He was in there and it looked like he was going through the motions. He may have been tired. Well, that's the game. And even Dillian Whyte himself, I said to you before, in my last video, go back and watch Whyte versus Parker. That was an example of a man who wanted to prove something. Look how Dillian Whyte went out against Parker. Nothing left to give. He was so gassed, he was falling on the floor. Yeah? I respect that. He was desperate to win. Where was Franklin desperate to win? In fact, in that last round, Franklin got hit and he was just happy to stumble back. I didn't see Franklin. Yes, Franklin fought hard in as much as every time he got hit, he came back. But I didn't see that oomph. Do you know what I mean? He wasn't chomping at the bit to get his hands on Dillian. His performance really was a lot like his personality, kind of laid back. I didn't see that. You know what? It's the USA time. Where was the Team USA? I didn't see that one. And I'm not saying Dillian weren't much better. Mr. 10-1, he weren't doing nothing either. That's what this fight was a draw. Mr. 10-1 favourite going 50-50 in a sparring session, talking about money, 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 money. No, man, you don't deserve no money. The last money you got was for the last robbery you had was the Fury fight. That should have been your last fight. You scammed the public $8 million. That was a scam. And now we get this next one, which is also a pay-per-view. Can you believe it? Pay-per-view. Who here believes Whyte versus Franklin was pay-per-view? I wouldn't even mind if the fight was banging. The fight was standard. Honestly, we've seen better sparring sessions, truth be known. And it was in 10-ounce gloves. Two big 270-pound men in 10-ounce gloves. And we didn't see no knockdowns. There was no real controversy. There was no real spiciness. It was a sparring session in 10-ounce gloves. I've seen journeymen back in the old day have better fights than that. That's a fact. I've seen top 20 dudes have better fights than that fight. That fight was it looked like two dudes warming up. And money. That's what, at the end of the day, people, get rid of the idea, yeah, at the top level of boxing, it's about nothing else. It's about money. If Dillian Whyte could get in there, yeah, and do nothing, and get a whole bunch of money, that's what he'll do. And that's what he's been doing. AJ's exactly the same way. Yeah? I wouldn't be surprised if AJ and Dillian have a little pact. You know what? Let's have a move around. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll make $10 million each, and we'll just have a little bit of a move around. Yeah. No one throw any shots too hard. Because Dillian knows he's got no chin. AJ's got no heart. So together, put the two together, no chin and no heart. You know what? Let's not go too hard. Let's just rob the bank. I'm sure that's how these things be going recently. Because no one seems to have the oomph. The most recent guy is Fabio Wardley, and he hasn't made no money yet. So for all we know, he's going to be up next. That's how it's supposed to be. You get tumped, and you want to come back. Dillian, he got tumped a few times in there. He weren't really bothered. Franklin got tumped a few times. He weren't really bothered. Where was the dog? Where was it? Mr. Big USA kept on talking about USA and do you know what I mean? The red, blue and white, whatever. You know what I'm saying? The blue, white and yellow, whatever the fucking colour the flags is. Oh, my name Team USA. I'm blue, white and yellow, and apples and pears. And where was that? Where was it? Nowhere to be found. Oh man, you know what? I could have done more. And what the fuck? Who's that good for then? I won the fight, but I could have done more. Well, you lost the fight. Oops. Yeah, as simple as that. I've told people before, in my opinion, if you don't give your all, you deserve to lose. Because really, in no other sport is it possible. It's quite rare, People can just go in there and coast through. I don't know what it is. And it never used to be like that. People wanted to prove it. I mean, in my mind, yeah, combat sports are the most... They're the most... what's the word? They're the most kind of alpha sports. It should all be about ego. I want to show I can pop your cherry for you, 100%, and push your wig back, and give you a new looking wig, 100%. But these new aged guys, like, oh no, well, AJ, oh man, I want to improve my skills. AJ was knocking people out, oh well, I want to prove I can box. Who the fuck want to watch that? No one want to watch that. Who want to watch that? Oh man, well, I was knocking people out, but now I want to prove I can dance around. The fuck? Where they find these guys at? Weird ass dudes. And no one trying to see you box. We want to see you push someone wig back. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Is that not I'm telling you now, yeah, if I was in boxing, the aim would be to take someone's wig off. It wouldn't be to, let me see if I can fanny around like Floyd. Super weird. And there's no pride no more. No one has no pride. No one says, I want to show what I can do to this man. I want to show this man's not on my level. It's all about, well, my next fight's going to be AJ. That's going to be big money. Let me just try and get through this one. You know what I mean? It's all that kind of, everyone's trying to game the system to make a big payday. Even though Dillian already got 10 million in the bank. But yeah, you want more. People say things like, oh, YB, Dillian's put a good shift in, has he? Who's he really for? Go on and tell me what. Okay, Joseph Parker fight. Dillian Whyte, and really, that was one of the worst Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker's washed up. Or he was washed up. Joseph Parker, yeah, that Joe Joyce beat, is 10 times better than Joseph Parker that Dillian Whyte beat. Joseph Parker under Kevin Barry was soft. He didn't really want to squabble. Joseph Parker under Andy Lee, he actually come to fight. He actually put himself on the line. So yeah, okay, Dillian Whyte, he left it. He left something in there in the Joseph Parker fight. What else he done? He's living off what happened in He's living off his loss to AJ back in 2015. That's his big claim to fame. Oh, I lost to AJ. You know what I mean? That's the whole. It's weird, man. Oh, I knocked. Or better yet, I knocked Lucas Brown out. That's it, 100%. Dillian Whyte's big claim to fame is losing to AJ and knocking Lucas Brown out. That's it. I don't know what else there is. What else is there? Life and death with Rivas, life and death with Parker. I'm not sure what he's really done in that sense. Because in my mind, for someone to be worth 10 mil, you must have touched the world in some way. Do you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. What's Dillian Whyte really done? Somehow, some way, he's always on pay-per-view, but I don't know where that value came from. Again, it came from being food for prime AJ. And really, the Fury fight says it all for me. What he did in that Fury fight says it all. He's a grifter. It's not real. All that talk, yeah? About how you're a yard man, I'm a bricks and yard man, I grew up on the streets of Brick. You know what I mean? I'm a yardie and all that kind of talk, yeah, there was none of that in the ring. Where was the yardie in the ring with Fury? I didn't see none of it. Yeah? And that sums it up. You don't know anyone can be good versus Lucas Brown. Well, what happened when it came to the in the clutch? In the clutch, yeah, he no good. He flopped. And about money, I feel embarrassed. Honestly, yeah, I feel embarrassed. Talk money. You've just robbed the bank with Fury. You just half robbed the bank with the Franklin flop. And now you want more. Like, you ain't done nothing. Fair enough, yeah. Dillian Whyte comes out, smokes Franklin, and then says, you know, all we're asking for is a bit of, you know what I'm saying, something, give something back. Think of all the old time guys, yeah? No, Eubank and Nigel Benn. Do you know what I'm saying? Nigel Benn get punched out the ring and comes fire. No one's, you'll never hear me say, oh, well, Nigel Benn's made a whole lot of money. Good for him, man. That's what we're asking for, some fair exchange. These new age guys, big buff dudes as well, they don't want, you know what I mean? They want something for nothing. The new era wants something for nothing. And the worst thing is, they feel hard done by whilst getting something for nothing. How many years did we hear from Dillian? Oh, I've been done wrong. I've been paid millions to fight bums. Dillian Whyte will have made about $1 million or more to beat Lucas Brown. Can you believe that? Mr. paid $1 million to beat Lucas Brown is complaining about, oh, I've been done wrong. Oh, my life's so bad. I've been done wrong. I've been treated unfairly. All that whining he was doing before the Fury fight. He gets in there and he got paid $8 million. He's honestly, he's shit. He's proper shit. I'm gonna spare a spade. He's shit. Yeah? And I'm not saying I'm no good either, but if I'm shit at something, I'm gonna tell you I'm shit at it. He's shit. No good. I don't even like to swear, but honestly, he sucked. That performance was disgraceful. No shame as well. Oh, my ankle got twisted. Nah, man, I just find it grotesque. I find it grotesque, yeah, that we're living in the times we're living, and that's why you got to vote with your wallet, people. I don't know what goons keep paying for this crap. But to be fair though, the Franklin fight did flop. The Franklin fight was a flop of all flops, and rightfully so. We've got to start voting with our wallets. I don't even think people should buy Fury Whyte versus AJ, to be honest. It's a scam. You will not, I guarantee you, there ain't going to be no fireworks in that fight. If you think Franklin versus Whyte was bad, you wait till you see AJ versus Whyte. It will be a complete flop. You'll see Dillian Whyte southpaw. You'll see AJ in there. Oh, I want a box. Oh, I got Angel Fernandez in the corner. Yeah, he's a deep, goofy ass dude. Anyway, get these dusty guys out of it. I ain't trying to see no more from Dillian. Yeah? Too much getting something for nothing. When they start delivering value, we're all for that. I'll be more than happy for Dillian to be paid 20 million and he put in some work in. Do you know what I'm saying? But until then, with these shoddy performances, these aren't multi-million-dollar performances. That wasn't a multi-million-dollar performance, was it? And he's like, imagine putting on a whopper of a performance like that, yeah, and then saying, money, money, money. Nah, man, it's cringy. It's goofy as well. Get this dusty guy, Mohican, punk rock Barnett looking ass dude, all the way out of here. Yeah? Ain't trying to see no more from this guy.